Hey everybody, how's it going? For today's video, we're going to take a quick look at something a little different and definitely unique. This is a 2011 Chevrolet Camaro SS Convertible Neiman Marcus Limited Edition. They only made about 100 of these cars, and actually this particular one's never been titled, so it's pretty much a brand new car. They came with a lot of unique options and color schemes, wheels, interior trims, so it's a pretty uncommon vehicle to come by, and I figured just as in the traditional Sop Kylo 4 fashion, of course, we'll have to get a video on it. So this is going to be a detailed, in-depth view of the Neiman Marcus Camaro. We'll start it up, show the engine, get an exhaust clip, and go over the performance data, as we'll show you a bunch of the unique aspects of the interior as well as exterior.
And before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to extend a big thanks and special shout out to Reed Lollier Chevrolet, located in Fayetteville, North Carolina, for inviting me out and allowing me to film this very unique 2011 Chevrolet Camaro SS Convertible Neiman Marcus Limited Edition.
And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run. As you can see, the vehicle does come standard with remote start. The exterior color is unique to the Neiman Marcus Edition, and it's kind of like a dark metallic maroon known as Deep Bordeaux. Featuring a two-tone amber leather interior and jet black accenting with red color accent stitching. Beautiful.
Now the Camaro SS features speed proportional, rack and pinion power assist steering, and its very unique 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel and a dished-out design. Now in 2012 they got rid of this to a more conventional steering wheel, some different gauges as well as some extra padding across the dash, but this design right here has always been my personal favorite, kind of like a retro-futuristic styling if you will. Some bright work across the airbag cover, as well as metallic silver accenting across the spokes surrounding your multifunction controls, and the SS badging down below. Heavy bolsters up top here for a better grip, and red color accent stitching matching throughout the interior. Now the Neiman Marcus Camaro is built for more style and cruising rather than raw performance, so standard transmission was the GM Hydromatic 6-speed electronically controlled automatic. You do have manual shiftability via the paddles with little buttons mounted behind the steering wheel. Nice and simple. All accented in black leather with the matching color accent stitching. So we're going to flip on the automatic projector headlamps as well as the hazards. All 4 windows are fully automatic. Then we'll check out the exterior, shall we? Neiman Marcus, for those of you who don't know, is a high-end purveyor of fine goods, apparel, and accessories. Originally founded in 1907 with main headquarters located in Dallas, Texas. The luxury department stores compete with other well-known names like Saks Fifth Avenue, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and more. Since 1939, the company began producing an annual Christmas catalog known simply as the Christmas Book, which featured many unique and some off-the-wall items not found in their stores. Along the standard lines of inventory, they've also been known for offering special edition cars. These vehicles would be tailored in coordination with the manufacturer to be unlike anything else offered in standard production. More times than not, it also coincides the release of an all-new model, with the lucky bunch being able to scarf up the special creation before the general public. Now, as funny as it may seem offering a Camaro in such a high-end catalog, it just goes to show you how some cars have evolved over the years, especially with the latest or 5th generation Camaro. Not to mention, 2011 would be the first time the 5th gen was offered in a drop top, helping aid to the excitement. Overall, Neiman Marcus has offered a wide variety of cars over the years, from the 2002 Ford Thunderbird to this year's offering, the all-new Aston Martin Vanquish Volante. The 2011 Neiman Marcus Camaro and its limited 100 units were sold out in an astonishing 3 minutes after reservation lines opened on October 19, 2010. The cars would be ready for delivery spring of 2011. So really, what makes it that different? I mean, aside from the standard V8 that you would find in the Camaro SS, you could also have your choice of automatic or manual transmissions, but most of them were ordered, of course, the automatic. For starters, unique colors inside and out, not seen in any other Camaro. The deep Bordeaux is a tri-coat metallic finish that shifts in response to light. In other words, it shifts from light to dark in a more dramatic way than a standard metallic finish, further accentuating the dramatic lines and making the finish appear wet. As seen on the Camaro convertible concept, the windshield frame is surrounded in satin metallic trim, a painted portion that for the first time uses a new low-gloss clear coat developed by GM. Aiding to the subtlety, it also has a pair of ghosted SS-style striping, painted and cleared over versus a standard vinyl wrap. It definitely looks more refined and finished, and even sinister if you will at certain angles. It makes you wonder why it's not a regular option. Of course, other changes include the wheels, which we'll highlight in just a second, as well as a matching Bordeaux convertible top that goes up and down in about 17.5 seconds. In general, this Camaro features all of the available options for the lineup, including bi-xenon headlamps with LED halo rings, SS rear spoiler, parking sensors, dual polished exhaust, as well as the SS specific body cladding with rear diffuser, helping aid in the proper muscle look to complement that 6.2-liter V8 under the hood. The 2011 Camaro convertible doesn't dramatically differ from the hardtop coupe in performance or overall styling, but it does benefit from much needed hardware and bracing to help keep it planted in the corners. Of course, when you remove the roof, you're compromising the structural stiffness in whatever car that you do it to. To counter this, the vehicle has extra bracing between the front shock absorbers that work to help support the transmission, prop shaft tunnel, and tying the front and rear subframes to the body. Other than that, spring rates and damper settings are identical to the coupe, and it's able to pull upwards of 0.9 G in lateral cornering forces. The only downside is weight. A significant addition of 246 pounds, 72 pounds more than the Mustang convertible, making performance suffer only slightly by maybe a few tenths of a second. More on that though in a bit. All in all, it's a small price to pay to have a drop-top muscle car on a warm sunny day. The top simply folds into a horizontal compartment in the trunk, which takes up about 25% of the usual storage space. There's also a mesh net back there that also prevents your cargo from running into the top under harder braking. When down, a nicely fitted padded cover can also be affixed to the back to give a more clean, streamlined look. The car also came with unique 21-inch polished aluminum alloy wheels with red accent stripe. They're wrapped in high-performance Pirelli P0 tires with the SS Brembo braking system that can stop the vehicle from 60 miles an hour in a short 109 feet. As far as the engine, the SS comes with the GM's 6.2-liter small block V8, although two slightly different variants depending on transmission. The 400 horsepower L99 with automatics and the 426 horsepower LS3 in manuals. It's an all-aluminum pushrod V8 with 2 valves per cylinder and port fuel injection. Cars equipped with the LS3 produce the full 426 horsepower at 5,900 RPM and 420 pound-feet of torque at 4,600 RPM. This translates to 0 to 60 times of 4.9 seconds, about 0.3 seconds slower than the coupe, and quarter-mile times of 13.4 seconds at 109 miles an hour. Top speed is limited to 155 miles an hour. Fuel economy is expected to be between 16 miles to a gallon city and 24 on the highway, with a 19-gallon tank, as well as recommended premium fuel for the best overall performance. The interior of the Neiman Marcus Camaro includes a blend of special colors not found in any other Camaro. The amber leather resembles a butterscotch tan, nicely complemented with the black. The interior quality of the 5th gen has undergone some critique over the years as far as materials. It does have a lot of plastic trim, but it is complemented with soft material and the necessary touch points. However, the build quality itself is good with tight-fitting panels and a solid overall feeling. Of course, it's a muscle car, and a Chevrolet at that. Like the Mustang, it's not meant to be a Cadillac necessarily. People buy it for the fun and the excitement, not necessarily to be cocooned in a cockpit of leather. The seats themselves feature perforations across the bottom and upper cushions to keep these seats nice and ventilated on a hot day. Of course, side airbags, as well as adjustable headrest. The seats are also fully electric in this particular model. Aluminum door sill plaques, optional all-weather floor mats, and a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. The dash is a real cool retro-futuristic style with circular air vents as well as rectangular vents in the middle. Not to mention the traditional SS gauge pack.
So let's go and see how she sounds.
And just for a quick feature rundown through the interior, I know many of you have seen some of my other 5th generation Camaros, are well versed on this already, but if you want to check them out a little bit more in depth, I'll post a few of the video examples in the description box below. Camaros of this year came standard with an 8-speaker, 245-watt Boston Acoustics audio system with satellite radio, iPod auxiliary compatibility, as well as an in-dash CD player. Simple to use climate control down below with 2-stage heated seats for both sides. The standard SS gauge pack with your voltometer, transmission temperature, and oil pressure. Traction control, power outlet, 2 cup holders, and a padded armrest with color accent stitching, power outlet, USB and auxiliary input. Across the steering wheel, your intermittent wipers, turn signal, as well as controls for the driver information system, located in the middle of the speedometer cluster. Just twisting this little wheel to go between the different options. Cruise control, as well as all of your radio controls, hands-free telephone, as well as voice commands. The heads-up display with the controls right here is beamed up onto the windshield with a variety of different menus. This one houses a tachometer, and you can also change it. Change the brightness, as well as raise it and lower it. Like I said, a pretty simple interior overall. Fold the seat via that little handle right there. And overall back seat room is pretty much typical Camaro. A little bit snug for taller individuals, but obviously limitless in headroom with the convertible portion. Also trimmed in the unique color accent stitching, keeping a uniform color theme. Now the Camaro's trunk space is modest at best. It's around 10.2 cubic feet with a narrow opening. It's just enough room for an extended getaway with just a couple of people, but like I said, when you fold down the top, that little partition right there covers up about a quarter of the space, so you do have a little bit limited capabilities when the top is down.
Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this quick look at the 2011 Chevrolet Camaro SS Convertible Neiman Marcus Limited Edition. Be sure to stay tuned next time. There's a lot more where that came from. Take care everybody.